Are the Anker Soundcore Spirit Dot 2 the best budget true wireless earbuds at just $80? How do they compare to the similarly priced Liberty Air 2 and Life P2s? Are they worth your hard-earned cash? Well, stick around as I will be going over both pros and cons and giving you guys my zero filter opinion once again. Check the affiliate link in the description below for the latest prices, as you guys never know when these might go on sale. In the spirit of transparency, I bought these with my own money, so I think it's time we found out whether they were worth it or a waste of money. Welcome back everyone, it's Mark here, and I'm back to review some more affordable tech in my quest to sort the God tier from the garbage and hopefully save you some hard-earned cash. Let's kick this off by unboxing the Spirit Dot 2s. So here they are. Let's get these unboxed. But first of all, in case you didn't know, these come with IPX7 sweatproof and waterproof rating, which is good. They've got 5.5 hour playtime, 16 hours with the charging case, which is okay. But what is pretty awesome is that we've got USB-C charging. So let's get these open and see what they are all about. Wow. I am an expert unboxer, in case you didn't know. Let's just pretend that I open the box and they look like that. Okay, so pretty decent. Not as small as I thought, because it did say mini buds, epic bass, but I'm sure the buds are small. It's just the case is pretty average, really, maybe a little bit bigger than average. But what else do we get in the box before I get to those? Okay, so we've got USB-C cable. So we've got 4 different sizes of ear tips here. Then we've got other wingtips too. So these are pretty damn small. And then we've got these absolutely enormous fins. So I haven't seen what's on the actual buds themselves yet, but there you go. So the buds in question. Let's get that off. Let's have a look in 3, 2, 1. Oh. How do these open? Oh, wow. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. I was trying to lift it up like that, which it kind of does let you do, but that is the way to do it. I quite like that, actually. It's very much like the Liberty 2 Pros, which is good. The case does feel very plasticky, but that mechanism just makes it feel so much higher quality. It's very smooth to open as well. Got a charging indicator there. We have got USB-C port hidden under a nice flap to keep the dirt and dust out. So let's have a look at the buds. They are pretty slim, actually. I mean, that is actually one of the smallest I have seen in a long time. They are, without the, obviously the Jabra 75Ts don't have the ear fins, but otherwise they are nearly identical in size, which is pretty damn small. And the ear fins are actually kind of hollow inside, so they are very squishy and will probably shape to your ear pretty well. So far so good. Let's find out my score for build quality and design. Overall, that's easily a 9 out of 10 for build quality and design. They're probably the best design I've seen under $100, and probably even up to $150. Sadly, the case is a little oversized considering the below average battery capacity we're getting here, which I'll get to in just a moment. The wingtips seem to fall off pretty easily, hence not dropping a 10 out of 10 here. I'm not going to beat around the bush with my battery life rating. I've already kind of dropped hints how I feel about it. With 5.5 hours playback in a single sitting and 16 hours total with the case factored in, that's a weak 5 out of 10 for battery life from me. The USB-C charging speeds did stop me from rating it even lower. 10 minutes charge for 60 minutes playtime is great, but at this price point, I'd be expecting almost double those initial battery life claims, especially since the $45 P2s can offer 40 hours playback overall. That's 40, not 14. Now, in terms of fit, I initially achieved a great seal and they are super secure and comfortable to wear. They actually don't protrude too far out of your ears at all either, as the earbuds are so damn compact, something which is incredibly uncommon to find in budget and high-end true wireless earbuds. The only downside here is that the wingtips are pretty slack. They are hollow after all, but they constantly become unseated every time I remove each earbud from my ear, meaning I need to then correct them. Now I could use the smallest wingtips instead, as they actually have no fins to them, so they don't get kind of pulled out and dislodged. But of course, then they're not anchored to your ears at all. So I'm going to reluctantly give these a 7 out of 10 for fit and comfort, and in my opinion, the wingtips supplied need a little bit more perfecting and securing before I would give it any higher. So here I am doing yet another microphone test of the Anker Spirit Dot 2s. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. The overall mic quality is pretty average, nothing too special, but it is better than the Liberty Air 2s and also better than the Life P2s. But let's see how true that remains when I introduce some background noise in 3, 2, 1. So you should hear that you can initially hear the train noise and then it just sort of vanishes, and it is actually pretty loud. So I don't know, there must be some sort of background noise cancellation going on. Again, not really bigged up by Anker at all, but you can hear my voice doesn't lose any clarity with the background noise, nor does it struggle to compete with the background noise for center stage. So overall, pretty impressive. That's an unexpected 9 out of 10 for microphone quality, possibly one of the best under $100. As I mentioned, Anker barely even shout out the fact that the microphone quality here is so good on the box or on their Amazon listing, so I guess that's just a nice added bonus. Next up, I'm going to be looking at functionality and usability, so strap yourselves in because there's quite a few things to get through here and it's not all good news. In terms of audiovisual lag when gaming or watching YouTube or Netflix, there's next to no delay or syncing issues, so definitely no worries there. Bluetooth connection has been solid and they pair incredibly fast as soon as you remove the earbuds from the case, so that's another thumbs up from me. So where's the bad news? Well, though we've got Bluetooth 5.0 here, can the Spirit Dot 2s pair with multiple devices at the same time? No. Sadly, there is no multi-point Bluetooth connection here, so they can only connect to one device at a time. But on the bright side, you can use them in mono mode and use one earbud independently if you so wish. Okay, here's the big but. So already something I've noticed, don't know if this is a bug or just my luck or working as intended. The buds, when you put them back in the case, are not turning off for me. So when I play music, they're in the case, they should be off. Yet here I am jamming out in the case. That has quietened them down a lot, but I can assure you, still playing. Not cool, man. So there's that, which I don't really have the time to message Anker about, wait for a reply, wait for a replacement. Delay this video probably for 2 weeks, so I'll probably just drop that bombshell and quietly move on. Sadly, there's no support for the Spirit Dot 2s on Anker's Soundcore app, so that means no custom equalizer settings, no customization of touch controls, or access to Hear ID. Only Anker's Liberty range of wireless earbuds get the privilege of that added app functionality, so that's a real shame. Fortunately, touch controls here are great, incredibly responsive to a light touch, with audio prompts to confirm a successful action, which I really liked. Awkwardly, you can't control the volume using them, so that's, again, a little bit disappointing, though not totally uncommon around this price. There's no wireless charging here, which is another minor disappointment for me, especially considering that the Liberty Air 2s have it for just $20 extra, along with significantly better battery life, support of the Soundcore app, custom equalizer settings, etc., auto pause and play when you remove each earbud from your ear. It's quite a long list for $20. So with that in mind, it's going to be a 6 out of 10 for functionality and usability, politely ignoring the fact that they continue to play even when in the case with the lid shut, which would probably see me rate them at a 5 out of 10 if I factored that in. The Spirit Dot 2s are almost double the price of the Life P2s, but the only extra addition we're getting here is touch controls, and I would expect more at the $80 price point. It's time to talk sound quality, but before we dive into it, please feel free to follow me on my personal Instagram or Twitter for behind the scenes stuff of what I get up to while recording these videos and what life is like here in the UK, because it's pretty messed up at the moment, to be honest, though not the worst place in the world. I'll throw links to those in the description below, and it's the easiest way I can interact with you guys. Also, don't forget to hit subscribe and like on this video and comment below what I should review next, because you guys actually decide what I review next, and the comments with the most likes will be added to my review hit list, so fire away. Okay, it's time for sound quality. In terms of overall sound quality, I'm happy to say that the Spirit Dot 2s are the best of the bunch when compared to the Liberty Air 2s and the Life P2s. As long as you're into bass boosted sound profiles, of course, because these are the most bass boosted out of all three of these. The bass can verge on becoming a little too boomy for my liking, especially in tracks that already have emphasized kick drums or low rumbling bass, and that punchy bass can often overshadow vocals, which I think will rule out anyone looking for a more balanced sound profile. Highs offer exceptional clarity, though they are a little bit recessed behind the powerful bass and those low mids, which see vocals sound a little bit beefier than you would expect. Soundstage is fairly wide considering the price here, though with the low end of mids emphasized, it does mean that in the lower register, it doesn't quite have the separation that I'd like, and everything kind of merges together a little bit too much for me. But as I keep experiencing with Anker products, once again, that elephant in the room is back. Yep, they have audio hiss or white noise. Let me know if you guys experience this in the comments below with your model. As an audio enthusiast and someone who reviews audio tech, I've got to say, audio hiss really bugs me, but in reality, the audio hiss isn't enough here for your average consumer to really care about or notice. That being said, if you look for it, you will find it. It's not terrible, and at higher volumes, you'd probably never even notice, but hey, we're talking sound quality here, and audio hiss is certainly not a positive in that respect. But even despite the audio hiss, I'm still going to drop an 8 out of 10 for sound quality, because 80% of people probably won't even notice it or care. Without the hiss, I'd be happy to drop a 9 out of 10, but whilst there is still options out there like the Taotronics 79s with zero hiss at $50, I have to keep deducting points for it. But fortunately, that strong bass boosted sound signature saves the day here, and I know that bass heads are gonna absolutely love these. So overall, the Anker Soundcore Spirit Dot 2 scored a decent 44 out of 60. That's a solid 7.3 out of 10. The pros here are an awesome compact design with great build quality, a sick bass boosted sound profile, and the best microphone quality that I've heard under $100. The cons are a poor battery life, audio hiss yet again, temperamental wingtips, and mine don't turn off when you return them back to the case. So unlike the Life P2s and Liberty Air 2s, which I've already reviewed on the channel, I just can't recommend these quite as strongly, as poor battery life and a temperamental fit should not be an issue in earbuds at this price in 2020. However, if you are looking for a bass boosted sound signature in one of the most compact frames and best designs I've seen under $100, the cons might just be worth it for you. Unless they don't turn off when you put them in the case, of course, in which case the Taotronics 79s are probably a better option for you. So now that you've watched this video, you definitely need to check out my review of the Life P2s by clicking here. They're nearly half the price of the Spirit Dot 2s, yet still offer extremely similar sound quality. Or you can check out my review of the Taotronics 79s here, which have great bass and are even more compact. So pick one of those and I will see you in the next video.